Hey everybody, I'm Andy back with another Big League Lawns tutorial video. Today's video is how to install your CheckMate Striping Kit onto the Ryobi 40V 21-inch mower in just a few easy steps. So follow along and we'll get started. Okay, so the first step is to go over the hardware necessary to install the striping kit. So laid out in front of me, I have all of the hardware that we're going to need. The first thing is obviously just the CheckMate hardware pack and all of the nuts, bolts, pieces that come along with that. Accessory items that you're going to need. The first one is a 3/4 inch wrench, as well as a 9/16 wrench and or socket. And then the last thing is a 7/32 Allen key, which is included with the CheckMate hardware pack. So the first step in the installation process is to assemble our mounting arms. So if you want to follow along, we'll do this together. First thing we got to do is take the L bracket and place it onto the 4-hole bracket. And from there, you're going to grab a 1/2 by 1 inch bolt and insert the head of the bolt through your L bracket and then through the 4-hole bracket, followed by a 1/2 inch lock washer and a lock nut. And then go ahead and do that to the top hole as well. And once you have those finger tight, you want to grab your 3/4 inch wrench and your adjustable wrench, and you're going to go ahead and tighten down those bolts. So once you've assembled your first mounting arm completely, you want to repeat the process and do the same thing for the other bracket. Now that we've assembled the bottom half of the mounting arms, we just need to do the same thing with the top half. So again, if you want to follow along with me, we'll do this together. Starting with the clamp onto the top hole of the bracket, you're going to place your button head bolt through there and the lock nut on the back, and just loosely put that on for now. Go ahead and do that to the other one as well. Now that we have our mounting arms fully assembled, we can attach the mounting arms to the mounting location, which on these Ryobi mowers is this support axle located at the back of the machine. So for demonstration purposes, I'm going to use this piece of 1/2 inch rod and my mounting arms and put these together to show you what it looks like. Loosen up the clamp and slip it right on, and just go ahead and tighten that down. And we'll place the second one onto the rod as well. And once you have both of those onto the axle, you want to use your 9/16 wrench and your 7/32 Allen key and tighten them both down. And you'll notice once they're both on the axle, you'll be able to still slide them back and forth to position them where you need them. All right, so as I just demonstrated with this piece of 1/2 inch rod and my mounting arms, we're going to physically mount the mounting arms to the support axle at the rear of the machine. Before that, I need to take off the existing roller on this machine, and then we can do the installation together. To begin the installation, we need to attach our mounting arms to the support axle at the rear of the machine. Now keep in mind, for the CheckMate, we want our mounting arms to be spread as wide as possible without interfering with anything in the mower. So on this particular mower, you're going to notice that on this side of the support axle, we have this axle housing that is not going to allow the clamp to go all the way to the left. So we need to go slightly inside, where you can slip that onto the axle, and then you'll use your 9/16 wrench and your 7/32 Allen key and tighten that lock nut down on the back side, turning clockwise. And then once you have that tight, you want to do the same thing to the other bracket. With both of the mounting arms installed, I've placed the mower back onto the tires to continue the installation. So the next step is to grab the CheckMate roller, and we're going to need to remove these bolts from the channel nut on top of the roller. So you're going to need your 3/4 inch wrench, and you're going to give this a 1/4 turn counterclockwise, as these have been tightened down for shipping purposes. So once you do that, you can go ahead and just remove the bolt. And you'll want to note that these channel nuts do slide back and forth, so that way you can position the mounting arms where you need them in the channel. Now, if for any reason these channel nuts were to pop out on you, all you need to do to place them back into the channel is to push down, turn 90 degrees to the right, and you're good to go. So moving forward with the channel nuts, next thing we're going to do is we're going to align the CheckMate roller with the mounting arms and install the roller to the mounting arms. So you'll want to note that inside the channel here, these channel nuts can move back and forth, sliding, so that way you can position them to line up exactly with the L brackets onto the mower frame. So you'll want to line up your CheckMate roller using your 1/2-inch bolt and lock washer. You'll place that through the bottom hole of the L bracket, and you'll want to line that up with your channel nut and just get that to hand thread in. And you'll want to do the same thing to the other side. Once you have each of the mounting arms hand tightened to the roller, what you want to do is while they're loose, you want to make sure that the roller is centered behind the machine. So you can move that. Like I said, the channel nuts will slide. And once you're happy with where it's at, you want to use your 3/4 inch wrench, turning clockwise, and firmly tighten each of the bolts to the L bracket. With each of the mounting arms firmly tightened to the roller, the last thing you need to do is just lift up on the CheckMate and make sure that you have free range of motion without it interfering with the mower. The second thing I want to mention is that the roller is going to slide side to side just slightly because the top of the mounting arms are meant to be seated on the support axle instead of clamping to it, because then that would prevent your range of motion and we don't want to do that. So just keep that in mind, and with that, you're good to go. All right, so that does it for me and the installation of the CheckMate Striping Kit on the 40-volt Ryobi 21-inch mower. If you guys have any questions, concerns, comments, whatever, let us know. Our email address is sales@bigleaguelawns, and you can always give us a call at 800-411-0150. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.